Hey YouTube, this is Precious Marmalade here, and I made some X-Sabers for you guys. Alright, there we go. They're going to be pretty good with Nature EVs coming sometime in July. With their ability to make it really quickly, it's going to be pretty game-breaking. Also, after September, they're not going to be too hindered for the ban list. They'll probably only lose 1 or 2 Dark Souls. It's not terrible, not the end of the world, whatever. Alright, so let's get started with the deck. We've got 3 foul trolls. Gotta have them. It's the boss monster. It's the big guy. We've got 3 Dark Souls. Sorry. It's a fantastic card. You can get it with Rescue Cat if you don't want to commit. You just get 2 Dark Souls with Rescue Cat. You can get whatever else to your hand. It basically searches any card in the deck. Great card. 3 Ember's Blades, not 2, because I don't know. My concept is that if you can run 6 archetype specific searchers, why not? We've got 3 Airbellums, staple, right? And 2 Bogarts, not 3, because I don't like drawing 2 in the same hand. It's kind of bad. You really need a tuner to get the deck off. But it is a good beater, and it's a good recovery card. Can run over Shura, can run over Ryo, or clash heads with it, I guess. And 2 Full Home Knights. It's great defense. You can negate attack, and it gets pluses by itself. My favorite move, just like running into Raikou with it. Raikou's not going to destroy it, or it could, but then it can special summon itself because it's ruled like Shura and Flammable Fire Dog. It's a great card, and it's another X-Saber. 1 Ragiura, only 1, because again, I don't like drawing 2 in the same hand, and I don't play 1-for-1 or Foolish Burial. 1 Uruz, kind of an interesting card, but it's good against the frogs and frog monarchs. You can tribute it to return their Treeborn frog to their hand, or whatever else, against Quick Draw Dandy Warrior. Yeah, I can return their Quick Draw Synchron to their hand, or to the top of their deck. They can draw it again, they can get another discard. Not a bad card. We've got 1 Summoner Monk, and 1 Rescue Cat. Okay, spells and traps. Let's start it off. Brain Control. Alright, great card, wins games. 3 Glyph Moons. It's a great card already. It provides massive disruption, and with Full Home Knight, it just generates pluses. 1 Cold Wave, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Giant Trunade, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't know, I've been trying to play Dust Tornado, but if I want to go for a Swarm on my turn and I have Dust Tornado in my hand, I'd much rather have Mystical Space Typhoon in my hand to just assure myself that I'm going to actually be able to go for it. And only 1 Saber Slash, because people are starting to main lots of books. As you see, I main 3. Kind of disrupts Saber Slash. It is a good card though. You can recover after your opponent's big play. Alright, next we've got the traps. We'll start it off with 2 Godam's Emergency Calls. Not 3, because I don't want to get reliant on it. A lot of people are running, maining DD Crow now. So it's starting to get not as good, but it's still a great card. It's an inherent +1. 1 Torrential Tribute. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. 2 Compulsory Evacuation Devices. I prefer them over Saber Hole, because this can get rid of something that's already on the field, whereas Saber Hole can only get rid of something that is just summoned. It's a good card though. I mean, sure, bounce one of their defense position monsters back and attack directly with Airbellum. Next we got 3 Legacy of Yatagarasus. I do prefer these over Trap Stuns. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to experiment. It's not a bad card. You can get pluses off of it. You can bluff Saber Hole, just like summon Dark Soul and set this as your back row, and then watch him try to Mystical Space Typhoon or book Dark Soul. It's a cool bluff. Whatever else that they try to, like if they destroy it, you just get a +1. Not bad. Call of the Haunted and Solemn Judgment. I usually just side out Call of the Haunted. It's not a great card this format. Alright, on to the side deck. We've got 1 Godam's Emergency Call against the X-Saber matchup, and 2 Crevice into the Different Dimension against X-Saber matchup against Frog Monarchs, against Frog FTK, against whatever else. It's a great card. 2 Pulling the Rugs, against Frog Monarchs, against Machina, whatever. 2 Saber Hole, just for the same thing, for Perfect Herald, because you don't want to have that Herald get out. That would be bad. Against X Sabers, I don't know. After my opponent catches on that I'm not running Saber Slash in my main, I could just side it in, and then I would be. 1 Mind Control, I'd probably only use it against the X Saber matchup. 1 Saber Slash, against like anti-meta stuff if I want to get rid of Oppression, Fossil Dyna, whatever else. We've got 2 Haniwata. It's really the only thing that works against Frog FTK. That Life Force Harmonizer really doesn't, because what if they've got a second Mass Driver? Then you're done for. We've got 2 Gemini Imps against the X Sabers. This guy's better than Gold Woolord or Rain Bow, the Dark Lord guy, because it doesn't have to be discarded. You can discard it yourself to negate the effect and draw one, and destroy the monster, of course. 2 DD Crows against just about anything. I could try to work them into the main, but I don't know. Just doesn't seem worth it. Alright, next extra deck. We've got 1 Mistworm, 1 Armory Arm, which works pretty well again, or with Ragigira. 1 Arcanite, because I only run 1 Summoner Monk, why run 2 Arcanites then? 1 Goyo, 1 Brionic, 1 Black Rose, 1 Rebellum, only 1, because the only time I'm really ever going to use it is if I get Bogart Knight, Foul Troll, and Airbellum on the field at once. Then I can make Airbellum and special summon Airbellum back to get like a -2 from my opponent. But whatever, it's not a bad card. We've got 1 Wayne, again, not a bad card, but I don't run Raikou or anything, so there's really no way to get it out. It's just another X Saber. 1 Gaia Knight. It can make Gotams if I don't want to commit to a Goyo Guardian because I read that they've got Mirror Force. It's not a bad card. We've got 1 Stardust Dragon. The only way that I can get it really is from Wayne, and I'm never gonna use it. But I do run Brain Control, so I guess you kind of have to use it. 3 Hunleys. It's a great card. You can get it probably if you really wanted to. You could make 1 every turn, so that's like 3 turns of Heavy Storm. Great. And it's an X Saber, and it's big. We've got 2 Gotams. It's big boy. 3100 attack means that it can get over any synchro, almost anything else. And you're really only going to make it if you can be sure that you're going to make discards. Alright. Next we've got something else that I just wanted to include. Some cards that might be okay to side deck. We've got, or main deck, I don't know. Just my experiment cards. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Pole Position. 2 of them against Frog Monarchs. If you can get Wanghu and Pole Position on the field at once, then you're pretty well off. It stops your monsters from being taken by like Soul Exchange and Enemy Controller. We've got 2 Trap Stuns. As I said, I would put in the Yatagarasus instead of them, but I don't know. I kind of like these guys. It just adds for a little more protection. 2 Chain Disappearance against Frogs and Frog Monarchs. If I'm going first, I might want to put in Trap Dust Shoot. 2 System Downs against Machinas. It's a great card. Can't really be stopped by Starlight Road or anything. We've got 3 Wanghus. I used to main deck these, but it really didn't help. It doesn't slow down the deck any, because you can just set around it. You don't have to summon Emmer's Blade, or you could summon it just to get it in the graveyard if you want. Yeah, it's a good card. We've got a Raikou. I was playing around with it. You know, kind of fits in any deck. And a Debris Dragon. Works well with Dark Soul, because you can get Black Rose nuke the field and add an X saber to your hand at the same time. Yep. Alright, well, there's my X sabers. Thanks for watching my video, YouTube. Peace out.